Everybody has a microchip installed into them.
Oh, hell
where you literally have like a little fucking...
So they got the COVID vaccine?
Wow.
He had his toes crossed when he said that.
I don't believe that. I don't believe my toe actually was crossed. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 11.
Oh, he got it right.
We made it.
Hey.
So episode 397 of Somewhere to Grab.
He finally got it right.
I'm Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm Allie.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Bobby.
The bitch. And we are Somewhere in the Grab.
Woo!
All right, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever had this. These people apparently haven't. They live perfect little lives or whatever. But like, you know when you lay in bed,
Jealous.
it's like 3 in the... I am, yes. It's like 3 in the morning, you lay in bed, you're just about to fall asleep, and then like you think of that one moment in like 3rd grade where like you picked your nose or some shit in class, somebody saw it, they all made fun of you, you're like, what the fuck, why did I do that? All of a sudden, it's 5 in the morning, and you can't sleep because you're thinking about dumb shit you did in elementary school. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I don't have that experience, but I can imagine what, because I still remember a 3rd grade memory of a guy or, a boy in my class who threw up. And I still remember that memory very vividly. So I'm sure he's still up at night thinking about that.
It's like, God damn it, I threw up on Sabrina. Oh,
He didn't throw up on me, but...
God, I was going to ask her to the dance and I threw up on her. Where would my life be?
They had dances in 3rd grade?
I don't
The dare
fucking know,
dance.
probably. Oh, that's,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dare dance.
that was 5th grade, but close enough. I mean, whatever.
But I'm sure
Got my
he's
grades mixed up.
25 years old and still...
Stressing.
He's stressing about it.
Listen, it happens. Okay? It
Yeah,
happens.
but like,
He's about to slide in your
So,
DMs
like-
and apologize.
Do you want to go to the dare dance with me?
I'll recreate it in my room.
But
Oh.
like very creepy. Like,
how would
I'd
that
be
even
like,
go?
Bobby, help me.
We're just gonna
You're on your own with this one, Sabrina.
we're gonna play the Hot 100 from 2006. We're gonna get some
Nah.
fruit punch, not spike it. Some
I
York
Oh, I'm
pepper
gonna
and
need a whole lot
patties.
of
just like
spiking.
turned really creepy
Nah,
really
I
fast.
need
just,
a
I just
whole lot of
survived. I
spiking.
just survived Nick's haunted house. I'm not trying to get into another one, Sabrina. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, Nick, congratulations. You got your nipples back.
Thank you, I did. They grew
Love
back.
that for
They grew back
you.
nicely. They're in. I'm balanced again. I have my balance. I can
Equilibrium
walk. My
is
equilibrium
restored.
Did they grow back
Exactly.
thicker? Because you know what they say when you
With
take
hair?
them off, then the next time they grow back a little thicker.
So I didn't want to get into that. But
How does
yes,
it even work? You just have a
They're
thick nipple?
back.
I do. Yes, they're
It's like a calloused nipple.
they're strong.
Okay.
Strong.
Well, we know they're working.
Okay.
Anyway,
Talk about memories
enough
I'd like
about
to
my
erase.
nipples.
Yes,
Yeah, so
that
like
would be one of them.
I
Like-
have one.
I feel like that would be like a
Insert reverse sound here.
rewind.
All right. Well, actually, there is some scientists that are working on something that does that. It's supposed to be like a procedure.
Hey,
What is this, Men in Black? This is real?
Yeah, where they
I
like
thought you were fucking around.
No, they I don't know the science behind it very well, but they
God.
essentially target painful memories that you don't want to have in your conscious anymore, and they remove them from your memory. Like,
That's
you
crazy.
can't access them anymore. Like, other people will still be aware of that, but like,
That's
you
scary.
won't.
that's wild.
So the shows
Wait, so
and
that's not-
movies are
Is real?
legit.
Yeah, that's not just a movie.
No.
When you brought this topic up, I thought it was the movie.
No.
I didn't know this was real.
I brought up
I'm concerned.
I brought up this topic because I found it on an Instagram page, and then I like looked into it, and it's like an actual scientific thing that they're coming up with. But I like to make it relatable. I told you guys, we should watch Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, because that's
Oh.
pretty much what it is.
I completely ignored the first half of that sentence.
So did I.
Only caught the movie part.
So did
I was like,
I.
Oh, yeah, cool.
you
That
guys,
sounds
like,
good.
this is how much I get paid attention to on this podcast.
Okay, I think that just show of hands, we should just make this podcast into like just weird fucking scientific shit that's happening that shouldn't be. Because first we got woolly mammoths, now this shit.
Yeah.
I'm
ridiculous.
against both, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know
So,
how I
like-
feel about that.
I don't
feel
know
like-
how I feel about it, but like in a sense, like I've definitely experienced things where I'm like, if that didn't happen to me, I'd probably be way better off as a person.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah.
What,
like-
if you had memories erased?
Yeah, I
What kind
think
of traumatic
so.
shit have you been through?
I mean, like if I hadn't like met certain people, like
Yeah, but you
people
grew-
that introduced me to weed, like people that took me or introduced me to alcohol.
Well, yeah,
at
but-
a younger age.
You would have
know
been
what I mean?
introduced like eventually.
Eventually, but
Not
maybe
only
not
that-
as
Under those
young.
circumstances?
Yeah.
But not only that, even if you could erase the memory of the first time, or like the people that introduced it to you, like you're still 29. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah.
going back in time and erasing
Yeah,
what
but,
you
like-
did. You know?
No, but that's fair. But you're also like mentally getting like a fresh start, and that's like the whole
Well,
point of it. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
They're not like erasing the people and
No.
putting you in witness protection program.
No.
So like you're gonna meet them again probably the next day.
Maybe.
You just gotta have your mind wiped every day. Like,
No,
yo, Ali, what the
'cause, like,
fuck? This
you're-
is the 16th time I told you my fucking name.
Hey, listen, there's
What the
actually
hell?
people that probably watch this that have memory issues, or someone on their, you know.
Hi.
Eat
Yeah.
blueberries.
I have memory issues.
Is
but-
that a
So,
thing?
Blueberries is supposed to help your memory.
marijuana?
But what
Health
happens?
fact.
What happens if you had a piece of your brain removed? Do
Well-
blueberries grow it back?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Wait, so I can regrow nipples and brain?
Inject yourself with
Blueberries cannot change cow to human, so
and just inject yourself with some like lizard DNA and you regenerate. That's how it works.
Well, that might grow a tail.
So,
Side
Allie,
effects.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
you would
More
undergo this procedure, or
I don't know. I mean,
How much you?
I'm just saying I could see the benefits because in the movie, I mean, it's really old. If you haven't seen it by now, you're never gonna see it. But in the movie, the guy goes and gets the procedure, and like, then it goes just like horribly wrong for him. He like decides in the middle of the procedure that he doesn't want to go through with it anymore, and he would rather keep the memories. But because he's in the middle of it, he kind of just like deals
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it
yeah.
and just like wakes up with the after effects and is just like doesn't even realize what he's missing out on. But then like the fucked up thing is that like he goes back into the world and he does it to erase memories of his ex. And his ex, he only did it because his ex did it first. So he was like, oh, like if she doesn't want to remember me, I don't want to remember her. So he goes and does it after she does it. And the fucked up thing is that they like re-meet again anyways and wind up dating again anyways.
I think that's
Sick.
the universe fucking with us. Like, oh, you thought you found a loophole.
right. Like you
thought
would
you
have thought
knew.
like
But like, so
Here's
I feel
money.
like if it's something about just an ex, like, it depends on the relationship, obviously, right?
Right.
Like if you have some serious traumas that you can't get past, I feel like maybe then it would be like worthwhile. But like for me, I want to forget like, oh, when I smell this, it hurts, or like when I hear a thong, it hurts. It's like that's bullshit, like, because then you don't like grow, right? But like if I had like a relationship where like there was a lot of trauma and like I couldn't get past that and I couldn't move on with my life because of it,
Yeah.
then I feel like then it could be beneficial.
right.
Because like sometimes like it's very easy to say, oh well, just work on yourself and get over it. But some people, I mean, there's certain
Yeah.
things that can't, like,
I agree with that. I think breaking up with a long-term ex is probably one of the best things that can ever happen to you, growth-wise as a human. You learn like so much shit about yourself and what you do and don't want in the future. But going back on what Nick said, like if you're like you've seen combat and you got PTSD,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, shit
soldiers.
like
I was thinking
vets,
that.
Yeah. for sure.
like rape victims, like people that were abducted as children, shit
Yeah.
like that, like super traumatic experiences.
Even a child witnessing like
Something
a murder,
traumatic.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like they can definitely do without that.
Yeah,
like
no,
I don't see how
100%.
that could benefit a child in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But I have a question though. Do you guys think that someone's like physical pain tolerance has to do with, how they process painful memories? Like, like for example, Nick said, oh, if I hear a song, it hurts. Like I can relate to that just because,
Yeah.
but like someone dealing with heartache or whatever, I kind of feel like there's a connection between like someone's physical pain tolerance to like emotional, mental tolerance as well. Like there's probably like a bit of a connection. It's not everything. Obviously,
I don't know about that one because I have a very, very high pain tolerance because of like my surgeries and just
Right.
like, sports, like you get hurt, you keep playing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then my surgeries and like everything. So like I could hurt myself and like nobody even knows about it because it's just like whatever, I keep it pushing. But then I feel like it's something that needs to be like what are you doing?
I know about it.
Well,
I always know.
Don't
about it.
interrupt.
it's different. Whatever.
He has the
Complaining,
talking
so
stick.
Complaining.
Shut the fuck up.
The pumpkin ain't gonna do nothing.
No, if I say something, then
have
it
to
really
light
fucking
it up.
hurts. My back hurts right now. Have I said that today? No.
Yes.
Bitch.
Okay.
Anyway, so like I feel like it's probably something like that where like as fucked up as it sounds, like it's almost like you gotta like train it. You know what I mean? Like so like if somebody has a very, very sheltered life, They could be an athlete, they could have surgeries, they could have whatever, and have a very high physical pain tolerance.
Yeah.
But if you never had anything bad
Okay,
happen to you in
that
your
makes
life,
sense. Mm-hmm.
then like what are you gonna do? You don't know how to handle that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I know how to deal with the pain, handle it, and not think about it. But like if I've never been hurt in my life, I don't know how to do that.
Right.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
True.
So then, isn't that like a thing to like opt out of not having your memory erased? So, like, because you need to be able, because if you don't process those memories and like figure out how to deal with them, then you're not equipped with those skill sets that you learn that help you get over that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the next time something traumatic happens to you, what, you're just gonna like zap your brain every time?
Well, I agree with you to an extent, but like when I think Bobby would agree when we were talking about like the traumas, I'm talking about like crazy shit. Like, you know, you go to war and you see your whole platoon get wiped out, or like
Yeah.
when you were a kid, your like dad, you know, whatever, like really like fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like that. If you can't move on with your life because of it, because every time you hear a firework you go crazy and you almost kill somebody because you think you're in a war zone, or like you can't trust people and you can't leave your house and go out in the world because
Yeah.
you think that somebody's going to do something to you, like that's different, right? If we're just talking about like, you know, the song or whatever, like, you know, that stuff that like if you erase that, then yeah, you're going back on your own growth. But like there's certain things that like I don't know if you grow from it. It just kind of like fucks you up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to say it like, without
Yeah.
sounding, you know, yeah.
Like regarding relationships?
No,
just, like, just
regarding
trauma.
just
Experiences.
trauma in
Oh,
general.
yeah.
In general.
No, definitely. There should definitely be like a cap on what you can erase. Like if someone's coming in every fucking week, yo man, like I stubbed my toe. Yo man, this person was like,
It's really fucking
yo,
me
you're
up right
fat. Like, yo man, this person called me stupid.
But
It
see,
hurt my
that,
feelings.
Yeah,
that brings up like an interesting like ethical conundrum with that, right? Because it's like on the one hand, yes, but on the other hand, it's like who are you to tell me what I can remember if this is like a real thing,
Right.
right? And it's like the personal responsibility and all that shit, right? But on the other hand of that, what if you know we already talked about the military, right?
Right.
We've all seen the Avengers. We know what happened to Bucky, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna make these soldiers do this crazy shit,
Yeah.
erase their memory. They have no idea of it, and then you just have this platoon of like, you know, like the military could fucking take advantage of it. Like, there's a lot of
Yo.
different ways that it can be taken advantage
Yeah.
of,
You can do that every day. Like you can just transmit that shit.
and then
through
you wouldn't even
TV
know it
or
because in the
Netflix
movie they
and
didn't even know that
fucking-
they had it done.
So just to bank off of that. So I don't know if you guys have access to Amazon, like the Amazon Prime TV shows
yeah.
and stuff. Okay, so there's this one show called Homebound, and it's literally about that, where there's this lady, Julia Roberts, and she's like a psychiatrist, or not a psychiatrist, doesn't matter. Anyways, they're experimenting with veterans that are just returned from war, and what they're doing is like they're putting them in like a rehab program and to send them back home, like so that they can be ready for home. But really what they're doing is like in the food, they're putting in these like memory dulling things where they start to like forget like a little by little like the trauma that they went through, for so all of a sudden that they're happy, like so then they'll be like going in therapy and they'll be like, oh, so like Sabrina, like how are you feeling today? And like instead of being like, oh, like I'm anxious or like I'm nervous, they'll be like, I'm fine, I can't like wait to go back home. But then like they slowly but surely start like subliminally telling them like, oh, but like if you're fine, like why would you go home?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just go back to war? Like why would
Yeah.
you want to send somebody else? Why can't you just go back? Like would
Yeah.
you really want someone else to deal with that?
Yeah.
And so then they like, you know, just turn into this like funnel and like machine.
This cycle they just keep going.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think I would go through it. Obviously, like personally, like yeah, I've been through things that have been super, super fucking painful, but I like where I am now and where I'm headed. So, you know, I just think that a lot of people choose to magnify the things, the fucked up things that have happened to them, and like they've probably just been conditioned that way to literally hone in on something and not, you know, help in a healthy way how to deal with these things and cope with them. So yeah, like everyone, they're gonna just deal, they're gonna like keep bringing this thing up and
Yeah.
over and over
Yeah.
again. They're gonna keep reliving the experience and try to like, you know, and I just feel like it does more harm to try to suppress those things, because yeah, like you can tell my brain to forget specific memories, but like that doesn't mean like my body doesn't remember how it felt when that happened. You know, I just think that the brain is like step one or whatever, but like, you know, the body's just a whole system, so you can't just press delete and it's gone forever. I just think that we're more
I don't know
complex
about
that
yeah,
way.
I don't know. The brain.
Your brain sends the signals. to your
Yeah,
body
if your
to
brain,
tell you how
yeah,
to feel.
yeah, like
I
your,
mean, like,
your hand
what if
doesn't.
it's like muscle memory?
Yeah, but
but like your hand doesn't. But where does that come from?
It comes from your brain.
My muscle doesn't remember it. My brain does.
no, obviously, but like
You know?
amnesia,
Like subconsciously, I think.
for
she's
example,
saying.
amnesia, like a lot of your memories are in your conscious as well. So like, let's say someone temporarily forgets something, they're gonna be reminded by a sound or a smell or something that they hear, see, feel, like, you
Yeah,
know.
but
That's because
if-
your brain relates that sound or smell to that specific.
But if all of
thing.
that is deleted, there's nothing to point to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'll smell it, but there's nothing to point to.
Maybe, I don't
You know
know.
what I
mean?
I just think it's a whole system.
feel-
I think it's more complex than just going in. But I mean, maybe, I don't know how this I don't know if it's gonna be like a
I don't know.
drug or like a
No, but
thing
see,
that
yeah.
they implant.
feel
But
like,
that's where it gets interesting, right? Because you're coming at that's like a more like spiritual approach to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I'm looking at it like,
Science.
yeah, I feel like our brain is like a computer. Like if you delete the shit off your computer, there's nowhere to point to. Just like with this, if it's gone, it's gone. Like, yeah, I can smell that, but if there's nothing in my brain relating that smell to those memories, like it's a new smell to my brain. So then you know what I mean? And like I could be completely wrong too. Like I don't fucking know.
yeah.
But
I just feel like this technology is gonna be abused. Like
Oh,
way
100%.
Yeah.
way too many people nowadays, rather than just face their issues and their problems and be honest with themselves and okay, why did it happen? Why did I do this? Why did it feel like this?
Yeah, especially
And
in
actually
this toxic
face
culture.
it and be honest with themselves instead of lying about it and just trying to mask it and run away from it. That people are just gonna delete it and then you're never gonna grow from it. You're gonna be like a 55-year-old, 20-year-old
yeah,
if there's no like regulation to it.
yeah. But then how would you regulate that?
I feel like
Like-
if this
like-
was an actual thing, it would be like PTSD, actual traumas, like you were a civilian in a war zone, or you were abducted, or you were molested, things like that, like super
I get
traumas.
that.
Like,
But so who's gonna be the person that plays God that says, "Oh, this is a real trauma. This isn't a valid trauma."
Yeah.
Just like with abortion, like there's a whole sect of people who are like, "Oh, I'm okay with it if it's for the right reasons." Well, who are you to tell me what the right reasons are for my life? You know what I mean? So this is gonna
The
be the same thing where it's like
circumstances.
you may not think
but-
that this is valid, but in my life, it's creating a roadblock. So who are you to tell me that that's not valid?
this,
And I
the
shouldn't
same
be able to
way
forget
about
it?
like how people get their psyche checked out, like whether or not they're fit to stand trial or fit for this, that, and the third. Like,
it's like an
Psychologist.
evaluation.
Right. Okay. So you
evaluations.
have an evaluation, but that's not a checklist, right? So like if you're saying it's only for these specific things, but what if like me, something that's not on that list that maybe for somebody else won't be as
okay, so then
you know what
it's
I mean?
not an actual checklist. You go and get evaluated
Well,
by a psychologist.
I guess what he's saying
Alright.
is like it's all mitigating circumstances. It's all like the surrounding situation. Like it's never gonna be black and white. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like what that particular thing is. But then at the end of the day, is the person themselves the one that makes the final decision? Because like we're talking about people that are already like messed up, right? At this point, so like already their mental isn't like 100%. And what if they're like a minor? What if they're like 10 or something like that? You know what I mean? Like who makes the decision? Does the child make that decision? Is there a parent that makes that decision? You know?
Oh yeah, it would probably be like an age thing. but-
Question. So, using this tech, okay, so serial killers, right? A lot of the shit that they end up doing is usually linked back to like a destructive childhood, like abuse in the home and things like that. If you have a serial killer, right, captured, whatever, and you erase his childhood memories, does he have that trauma to make him be that way?
I don't think he has the trauma, but I think, and this is kind of like what Sabrina
Yeah,
was
what
saying.
Sabrina was saying.
Like,
Just
you're-
links back.
Yeah, it's like you may not have those traumas anymore, but unless you delete all the feelings of the anger and like the whatever that makes them tick in the first
Yeah.
place, because it's
So-
not, you know what I
It's
mean?
genetic.
So
I
say,
heard.
say you do shit like that.
Yeah, that could be it too.
You delete all that.
Their whole life.
Can they go back into society? Not like the murders that they committed, the whatever feelings and emotions when they see
But
something.
they still
that
have a
triggers them.
personality,
Yeah, I guess.
right? And like a lot of them have fucked up like a personality disorders. So unless you treat those, I don't know if that's even
Just
gonna
wipe
make a
their
difference.
whole minds, throw them back into kindergarten.
So I guess this question also ties into you delete memories, but there are also a lot of
God damn it.
Other circumstances.
Every week.
That was my phone.
Can we forget that?
Oh God.
Reverse sound. There are other circumstances
jeez.
behind,
The fuck?
certain memories, right? So, let's say someone with depression or anxiety or bipolar disorder or borderline personality, like, yeah, you're deleting the memories, but do you also delete the disorder? Like,
I don't, Well, I don't think those are linked to the memories. I mean, I'm not an expert, but as far as I understand, it's like a imbalance of like neurotransmitters and shit, right? So like, unless you're fixing that issue at the same time, then I don't think that would, because like you can, like, how many people have like, from the outside looking in, have it all and they're depressed, all the artists and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they have
that's a
everything they ever
chemical
wanted,
imbalance.
Well, yeah.
but they're still depressed or they're still not where they should be mentally, right? So I don't know if memories would do that. I think that it's more like if one specific thing like derailed your life, then it could help.
But how do you
that's
know
a person
that?
by person thing.
Yeah.
Like happiness.
Yeah.
How do
Well,
you
yeah.
find that moment?
No, I mean, I
Each
know,
person
but
defines their own happiness.
because a lot of
differently.
people like hone in on memories that they just choose to relive over and over again, which may be the cause of their depression. You know
well,
what I'm
right.
saying?
I mean, that could be it.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You know what I'm
but-
saying? And also in terms of like the serial killer thing, like, yeah, you delete his childhood memories, but I just think there's a genetic thing in there as well. That's what I've read up on,
Yeah.
that thing, that's a genetic thing as well. It's
Right.
not conditional.
Well,
So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I fully agree with
Well-
if it's genetic. I think people are products of their own environment and what they're
no, I'm saying
Growing up around.
I've
not
read
always,
up on
not
it.
every serial
not
killer's like
always,
that.
but I don't know, man.
Not every killer's like that.
Just like how
right?
every person's different. I don't think it's like a genetic thing. Like
well, every person's different because of
we have
genetics.
we have a homicide gene in our
Yeah,
family
that doesn't
lineage.
guarantee that
No,
you're gonna be
but-
that. You
but,
know,
like personality is like sociopathy and like psychopathy, like those
I have no fucking clue
What
you
is
said.
that?
sociopath, psychopath.
You could have
Yeah.
just said that.
I did just apathy instead of path. Anyway, I was actually talking to Allison about this, and there's like I think this was more for bipolar, but I think it goes for the whole thing where it's like there's like the debate whether it's I forgot the word, but like if it is like an imbalance in neurotransmitters or if it's like an environmental thing. So like there's like a debate back and forth. So if it is an environmental thing, then forgetting could help, right? But if
Sure.
it's not, and it's just like an imbalance in different neurotransmitters and like the way that your brain processes things, I don't think that would help at all. The main thing that I'm worried if this shit becomes mainstream is like some weird like conspiracy theory level shit where it's like now
It's in the water.
well yeah, like what if the government finds a way
It's
to do
already
all
a
of
thing,
this?
and we just don't know about it.
It's possible, but like then you could have a whole country, right? Like let's say the government just like in like North Korea, they don't give a fuck, right? The whole
they
country
hate us.
exactly.
Well, who
look,
doesn't?
Look what they were. Well, facts.
Yeah, yeah.
Look what they were able to do with
Hatred,
just.
We
Look what
love
they were.
ourselves, and that's all we need.
I hate it here.
Self love is
Yeah.
important.
Very important. Very important. Love yourself, folks.
Fuck
If
loving
you
myself.
don't,
I'm erasing.
nobody else will.
I'm erasing all the memories. Fuck that. Don't love myself.
Like, look,
Sorry, go
look at what
on.
places like North Korea can do with just like propaganda and brainwashing. Right now, if they had this shit too, like you could just have a whole country of people that are like, oh no, my country never did anything wrong. They could do whatever they want. The government can go bomb people and start
Yeah.
wars and fucking do all this.
Oh,
The
some,
people
like,
never know about it.
1984.
Yeah, and then the people just never know
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
they can erase your memories of like
Yeah.
9/11, the
Everything.
Holocaust never
Everything.
happened, slavery never happened.
Never happened.
Shit.
That like yeah,
That's
we've always
scary.
Erase
And
our
you know,
history.
you know, if this
Literally.
technology comes out, it's only a matter of time before somebody creates some fucking pocket
Yeah,
edition.
like weaponizes it.
Oh,
Mhm.
pocket forgetter. So that's Sunoco.
Yup. I feel like there's
Yo.
some.
He's like, yo, fuck you, pop.
I feel like there's some
Crazy.
technologies that are too dangerous and too their potential to be exploited and abused are way
Yeah.
too high. I feel like this is one of them.
If the government actually already had this, you wouldn't know about it.
I think this would cause more of an uproar than any. I don't think it would be as beneficial. Like the cons outweigh the
Yeah,
pros.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
agree.
think.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So-
saying. Because like even when you start talking about the really good stuff, like oh now like the war veteran can go home and not do this and whatever, and like he can like be okay. Like if every war veteran forgets what happened, I mean, we'd be in war would never end. Right?
Right.
Like, how much
Yeah.
money do we make being in war, right? We would never leave. Like, we would have never left Afghanistan because nobody would come back and tell us how fucked up it is over there. We would have never left, well, Vietnam and Afghanistan were televised, but, like, if they weren't televised, because if they could just make you forget, they don't got to put it on the news either. And now, even if it's not on the news, you'd have veterans coming back telling you about it and, like, causing a movement.
Yeah.
If you don't have that,
If they could have erased everybody's memory of what happened to like Hiroshima.
exactly, then,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, let's go use that nuclear
Let's go
bomb.
use this bomb
We've had it for
somewhere else.
120 years. We
Yeah.
don't know what it does.
And just nuke whoever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
True.
Why is
And
this
then,
place radioactive? I
and
don't
then
know.
delete their memory again. Oh, yeah. And then.
Oh, you were
and then-
born with a third eye? That's weird, bro. That's
No,
weird.
but if they can delete your memory, I'm sure they can find a way to implant them too, right? So now, in the same way
Oh,
that they delete the
damn.
memory, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we bombed Australia. Oh, remember they had that nuclear power plant and there was an earthquake and melted down. Everybody just think there was a meltdown.
Yeah.
Damn,
what-
you're taking it to some next
What's this,
level.
what's
That's
this
what I'm
mass?
saying.
You know what?
Oh, what's this mass
Fuck
under
America.
the water out over here?
Wow.
Where Australia should
I said
be.
that with my toes crossed.
Oh,
Damn it, Sabrina.
that was Bobby's line.
Beat me to it. Fuck.
But nah, like
Yeah, I feel
that
like
that whole implanting of memories thing, that is ultimate gaslighting. Just saying.
Damn, I
Yeah.
agree.
She brought it
Yeah.
there.
I agree.
I went there.
No.
Wow.
Just saying.
you're not wrong because that's what it is.
Saying.
It's like
Feel
false
me?
memories, but these are actual real memories. I don't know false memories. Are they
I feel
even
like
false
that,
anymore?
that
Are
should
they
be
real?
a sport.
Yeah, remember
you know?
that time I bought you those roses?
Like, yo, you pro
Gaslight?
gaslighter? Oh yeah, I think I'm on my second level of gaslighting.
I'm
But
diamond level
Oh.
or
3.
diamond level.
I'm on the
I'm going
varsity
platinum
squad.
soon.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My
like,
elo score in gaslighting is the fucking
Somewhere in the
roof.
ground does not promote gaslighting.
we do not. Please.
Or did we just gaslight you into believing we don't?
Boom! Right after this commercial break.
We also don't have commercials, so
We're gaslighting the fuck out of everybody.
Clearly,
All
I feel-
37 people.
I literally just asked myself, we got commercials?
can we go gaslight some advertisers to pay us?
Whoa.
Oh.
Sponsor us.
Nike, just do
Sponsor
it.
us.
Nike, just
Yeah,
do
man.
Get
You know
ready.
you want
Do
to.
it.
Quench our
Hippo,
thirst.
Wow.
dale.
You really just...
it. Mr. Worldwide.
You say just do it, Nike. What are you, Shia LaBeouf?
Hey, whatever works, man. You know, whatever works. Hey, Shia, come
No,
Do it.
I don't know what Shia is doing.
Come do
these
what?
days.
What's he doing?
It.
Come fight some fucking robots.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf is literally the only like Shia that I've ever known.
Person named Shia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, that whole name is
I'm gonna look
fucking
that up.
crazy.
How you spell that? SHIA?
Yep.
Do you guys remember
Shia.
when Shia LaBeouf was like hot for like 2
Ugh.
seconds? And
I
then I don't
wanted-
know
He
what
got brolic.
happened.
He got brolic.
Just-
No,
No.
I thought he went crazy a little bit. Like
I thought
he,
the Just Do It was his peak, you know? Yeah, it was still
Nah,
recording.
he does like indie shit now, I think.
Sabrina.
Yeah. he played
Wow.
actually I think it might have been a couple years now, but he was in some like I don't know if it was indie, but he played like some narco dude or some like killer guy, and he got like super skinny and like shaved his head and had like a handlebar mustache type thing and like wore like black shades and looked like a fake little white cholo. Like
a white cholo.
I was not here for that vibe.
Yo, wait,
I
hold on.
was
It's
not
in the
here for any
90,
of his vibes.
the 93.8th percentile in most popular names.
Shia
Yeah.
for a boy.
Shia LaBeouf.
It's 0.1 per 100,000, but I think that's in the.
LaBeoufalo.
I literally only know one Shia.
And
That's
you don't even
Shia
know, and
LaBeouf.
you don't even know.
If you look,
Shia.
if you
I
look
know
up,
of.
if you, population estimate is 1449. If you look up famous people named Shia, it's just the boof,
The Boof.
the boof,
The Buffalo.
Shia the boof.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The
anyway,
boof.
anyway, memories.
Back to it. All right.
I want to
Have you
forget
guys
that
watched
percentile.
Black Mirror?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the
You ever watched
episodes.
the entire history of you?
Yes.
Is that the name of the episode?
Wow, you like
You are just killing it tonight, Serena. You are just on the ball.
It was
We
a
all-
joke.
yeah.
yo, we're
man.
all prepared.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Is that the name of the... I asked you, have you ever watched the entire history of you?
I'm just saying
Nah,
that
that's
title
the,
smells. It
Sounds like an album.
sounds.
That's actually
Yeah,
that's actually
exactly.
the summary.
It sounds like
The
it sounds
name
like,
is just LaBeouf.
It's.
it sounds like a Common album or like Lauren Hill.
It sounds like
Anyway.
something.
The entire
seven-
history of you.
All right,
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
Everybody,
The 17th
Very
song, magnum opus.
spiritual.
everybody has a microchip installed into them,
Oh hell
where you
no.
literally have like a little fucking.
So they got the COVID vaccine.
Wow.
He had his toes crossed when he said that.
I don't believe that. I don't. My toe actually was crossed, but like not for that reason. I don't believe that.
Holy fuck.
It's 5G is the killer. But anyway, continue.
He said it's 5G.
No, it's not. It's not 5G. It's safe.
What happens when 6G comes out? People are gonna lose their shit.
Oh my
We're gonna explode.
God.
We're gonna explode.
Where are we gonna put it?
5G's the killer. As I write this blog with my 5G phone.
Facts.
Nah,
Anyway.
if we got those implants in our brains, like 6G would
in
be
your
the
hand.
only thing that would,
All right, anywho, back to the history
That's
of you, right?
cool.
So they have a little remote, and like they can turn on their memories. Like
yeah.
anything they've ever seen, they can go back and replay and like zoom in and look at pictures and fucking redo it all. So like there's one scene in it where he went on an interview and he thought he killed it and he put it on the TV and him and his wife watched it and they're like, yo, you suck, you ain't getting that job. So they did it, and
I think he
anyway,
was there
like
for interviews.
he turns into like a whole rabbit hole and like he finds out his wife is cheating on him because he gets obsessive about zooming in on like how she looked at somebody, this, that, and the third. Would you guys want that microchip
No.
in your head?
No,
No.
nope.
absolutely not.
I already
Not
think
even
about.
to like remember a drunk night.
No.
Yo, bro, that shit was crazy.
As a
Uh-uh.
woman,
No,
as a woman,
I already think about
No.
dumb shit I
Yeah.
said in third grade.
Also, wait, there's another
No.
thing. There's another thing. You can block people.
No.
So say I block you.
No.
You're like there, but I can't hear you, and you're just like a fuzzy black block.
Nope.
No.
Get
So
blocked.
like selectively, that would no.
No.
I just.
No.
As a woman, my FBI skills are like immaculate.
well, now
So
they're
I would
even
not.
better.
No. I mean, hey, if the FBI needs another agent,
No, you're like the NSA.
Got
or
you,
that,
fam.
but nah. For like my day to day, I would literally
But-
just be sitting there like
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
obsessively
What?
looking
I just-
through everything.
What freaks this guy out the most in this show? Sorry to cut you off. But, and what makes him go down the rabbit hole is because they went to like dinner with his wife's ex, and he mentioned that he like goes back and re-watches memories of him like fucking the girls that he's fucked in the past, and he like masturbates to that. So he's sitting there like, really, bitch? You masturbate to my wife?
Oh no.
Yeah. So like he like goes fucking crazy. So you can imagine that like
I'd
your
be-
husband, somebody can just rewind and be like,
He's
oh, that's his
fucking her.
dick.
At this very moment, just watch the whole thing like it's happening live. Like
No, you can't watch it live. What?
I mean,
Unless he
no,
broadcasts
but
it,
like you
that's
can like
another
rewatch it as
No,
if it's
yeah.
like right
No, yeah,
there.
like you're like you see it how you saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
That's too much. I'm such an overthinker already.
That's
that
what I'm
would just
saying.
make things so much worse. And
what I'm
like,
saying.
nah,
I'll tell you
absolutely.
what.
And I would block everybody.
That brings
so.
that brings receipts to a whole new level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My higher self is like,
Look at the wall. You did say that.
That
bitch.
whole
No.
face no case thing is not a thing anymore. There's a
Uh-uh.
case
There's always
without
a
the
face.
face.
Unless you're blocked. You can get blocked
You
by
can see,
everybody.
like, you
no,
can clearly be like, "Yo, bitch, that's your bedroom."
but no, go get blocked by everybody like at an establishment, like at the bank, and then go rob the fucking bank. Nobody will know it's you.
I mean, except
he
for
also had his toes crossed when he said that.
No,
But like,
well, I
wouldn't
mean,
you be
this
the
isn't
only
real.
person
In a
that
hypothetical
everybody's blocked?
situation.
the FBI would be like, "All right, who's blocked in this area?" by
Yeah, like
everybody?"
couldn't they just quickly deduce like?
Shit.
You'd actually probably be found quicker.
You thought you were onto something.
So Nick, go do that and tell me how it works out for you.
Crime doesn't pay, kids.
There's also a camera. Like you're not blocked by the camera.
You're a camera.
Camera can't
You're
block
a
you.
camera.
Just saying. This is why he's not a thief. Thankfully.
No, this is actually why I never decided to sell drugs in college because I knew I'd get fucking like I'd be like in the food court like, hey, you ordered that dub, right? Oh fuck.
Nick's actually
Yeah.
he's fresh out of jail. He just got out last week.
Yeah.
Attempted robbery of a bank. He thought he was blocked, but this shit ain't real yet. We had this conversation. He wasn't paying attention. He thought it was
They
real.
blocked me on Instagram. I thought it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then he went to go look
What
for
is
Willie
happening here?
Lemons. Oh, one memory I know I would delete for a fact. Going back on that. From the last episode, I would delete the memory of you helicoptering your dick around.
Absolutely.
That is something I do not need,
This is what it would look like.
even in my imagination.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
I have LEDs on my dick.
I think that's a good place to cut it. I think that's a good place to
Insert
cut
to
it.
what the fuck?
Well,
What?
thanks for coming,
The
guys.
fuck?
I'm gonna forget I was part of this podcast. And
No. We're
that's
gonna
that.
forget.
Please, please.
All right, well, anybody, you know, you
Holy
watch this,
shit.
you know, like, subscribe, and then comment down below. Tell us if
Yizzle.
there's anything that you would like to delete
Yes.
from your life, or
Let us know.
if you think that it's a good idea, bad idea, whatever.
And all you hurt motherfuckers out there, don't be name dropping your exes, alright?
Oh yeah, no.
We don't need no beef. We don't need
We
no
need some
tea.
censor your
Actually,
shit.
that
I
might
mean, I
cause a
love
fight
tea.
on the comments, and we get more comments. Yo, name drop,
Name drop
Add 'em,
all the
send a
exes.
link,
Spill all
tag
the
'em.
tea.
Social Security, all
Well,
of it.
handles.
no
Credit card
socials.
numbers.
We don't need crimes on our videos.
I want the COVID vax card. right there.
Oh.
All right. Good night.
Toodaloo.